Hi, my name is Angie Turner, and I have the absolute privilege of introducing Emily Rogers. I first met Emily in the 9th grade when she was in the same geography class as I. The first thing that stood out to me about her was her intelligence and vivid personality. She was always so talkative in class and always knew the right answer to whatever question Miss Umphris threw at us. Emily is so honest and carries herself with such confidence. She's so bright and such a hard worker in and outside of the classroom. She's an amazing soccer player and a great friend. I'm sure whatever Emily has prepared for us today is worth the listen, so please give it up for the class of 2021's very own Emily Rogers.
First off, I would like to apologize to my friends for every hangout I missed, every party and football game that I didn't attend because my mom was being strict. To finally set the record straight, it really wasn't her, it was me. I just didn't want to leave my house and selfishly let my amazing mother take the blame. Sorry, Mom. Now that I've taken advantage of this moment to get that out of the way in front of my entire school, I suppose it's time to drop the wisdom I've gained in my 17 years of life. So life, where the only certainties are death, taxes, and missing assignments on PowerSchool. Those are the things we have to look forward to. If you need help with taxes, I should probably refer you to my grandfather, our family accountant, because I certainly can't help with that. But I digress. I want everyone to picture in their mind a very beautiful floor. That's right, I said floor. Now imagine toddler Emily with a crown box. Now, you probably know where this is going. Toddler Emily plus crown box times floor. And if I'm doing my algebra right, Mr. McCullough, you might want to check me on this, equals doodles and lines all over my parents' nice tile floor. This is life, my friends. We are all the floor, and life is toddler Emily with the crayons. Always unexpected and thoroughly seasoned with possibilities. Oftentimes, however, we fear the risk, or I should probably say, I fear the risk. The irony of me sitting up here and telling you to take risks is that this is my first time to ever address the school from this podium in my 4 years at St. Mary's. If you only know me as the girl who plays soccer, or worse yet, from your Spanish class, I apologize. But I hope you appreciate me telling you to take risks when I myself often don't take my own advice. So I'm going to try to offer everyone 2 stories. One where I didn't seize the opportunity, and another where I did. The year was 2013, and I had an obsession with Beethoven. Yes, guys, when everyone else was talking about One Direction and Justin Bieber, for me, it was Beethoven, the classical German composer. I decided that I was going to learn to play the piano and dazzle my peers with my musical genius. I begged my parents for piano lessons, and they finally relented. And in the summer of 2013, I attended my first piano lesson with Miss Schauber. Initially, for the first few lessons, I practiced hard. I learned the notes and spent time on my grandparents' keyboard, mastering Mary Had a Little Lamb. However, as time went on, I realized I wasn't going to be Lily Curlin's musical equivalent on the piano. As my fingers continued to move awkwardly on the keys, and I was unable to master Scarborough Fair on my first try, I gave up. Suddenly, reality pushed back into my 10-year-old head. I realized that I wasn't willing to put in the work to master the instrument. I wasn't willing to risk trying hard at something and being bad at it, so I stopped practicing and became bad at the piano. I was afraid, and because of those fears, I quit playing, and I have regretted it ever since. On that depressing note, I moved to a second story, a better one where despite my fears, I risked looking bad and embarrassing myself, but carried on. This story takes place at my first high school Model UN conference. Laura Isaacs, Rose Rosé, Mark Kulibertsis, and I wrote a bill creating a new organization to end drug trafficking in South America. For anyone that is not familiar with South American politics, you should probably note that this already exists. Yes, we made it out of committee, got on the docket for General Assembly, and in front of a couple hundred people, presented our bill that created something that already existed. Guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret about MUN. It's the presentation that matters. Our resolution passed General Assembly, and at the end of the conference, we were recipients of the Best Resolution Award. We actually managed to fake our way through the entire conference, and I studied it out the whole time, hoping no one would call us out. Actually, now that I'm saying this out loud, I have Laura Isaacs to thank for her smooth way of explaining it to where no one could question that we had, in fact, just thought of a way to end all drug trafficking in South America. So with that, my advice to everyone here is to take the risk. Risk being called out and risk being embarrassed. Con your entire MUN conference into giving you an award for something that already existed, and don't give up on the piano. Remember that you have others around you to help you, and know that if only death, missing assignments, and taxes are certain, then time is precious. Spend it wisely, and to wrap things up, I want to leave you with words that are far more profound than mine and annoyingly obvious. I quote my father, the one and only Clay Rogers, with this tidbit of common sense. You miss 100% of the shots you do not take. Thank you.